Howdy, I just want to do a couple of these real quick so that you have a good idea what you're doing. So here I have 2/3 and 6/10. I want to add these together. I notice here I could reduce the 6/10 first, but I'm going to go ahead and do it, and then I'll just reduce my answer one time, so I don't have to worry about it till then. The 3 and the 10, sometimes there's something better that they'll both go into, but with 3 and 10, your common denominator is going to be 30. And if you multiply 3 and 10 together, that will always give you a common denominator. If you multiply two numbers, that will always give you something that they'll go into. It's also important, whatever signs you have up here, to copy them down here. Okay, now let's look at this first fraction. What did I do to the 3 to get 30? Well, I multiplied that 3 by 10. So let me put times 10 and put it up here as well. Okay, I'm going to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number. So the numerator, 2 times 10, gives me 20. Over here, I want to look at what I multiply by over here. If we're going from 10 to 30, well, that's times 3. Obviously, I took 10 times 3 to get 30. I multiply those together. So I'm going to write times 3 there. I have to do the same thing to the numerator. If I do the same thing to both, it'll actually be the same value. So that'll give me 18. And if you're curious, you can punch these in your calculator. If you hit 6 divided by 10, you'll get 0.6. If you hit 18 divided by 30, you'll get 0.6. These mean the same thing. These mean the same thing as well. 2 divided by 3 is 0.666 repeating. 20 divided by 30 is 0.666 repeating. Now I need to add these up. Once you have that common denominator, that will stay the same. So let me put that 30 there. In the numerator, 20 plus 18 is 38. Okay, everything looks good so far, but I can reduce this. Both of these numbers are even. If they're both even, that's a really easy way to tell or to give you something to do with that. So let's divide them both. Let's take half of both of them. Half of 38 is 19. And I like 19 in my fractions. That's a prime number. Nothing will go into it, so I know I'm done there. In the denominator, just the 15 there. Okay, 30 divided by 2 is 15. So that is my final answer, 19 over 15. Let's look at one more down here. All right, cool. So negative 5r plus w minus 7b, that's a b, minus 6b, 6b. It's dangerous for me to put those next to each other. I should have picked a different problem. Oh well, already copied it. So the only things that are going to combine are the b's. This is b here, this is b there. They both have the same exponent. Remember, you can't combine different exponents here. These letters are different, so let me just copy those. And then negative 7 and a negative 6. They're both negative, so they will join forces. So that is my final answer. You will have some on your sheet that will not combine at all, and you can just write for those simplified. Okay, those aren't all going to give you some answer. Okay, so that's an example of both of those. Take some time and work them out.